Hey guys, Knights Templar back here. Welcome to Operation Failsafe, Turn 4, Soviet Far East Command. And we are just going to get right into it because we are going to be declaring war on U.S. Pacific Command, Philippines, Singapore, and Malaysia. So we're going to have some fun this turn. Don't want to waste anybody's time. So yeah, let's get into it. So let's get to our buys. So I'm going to purchase 2 next-gen MBTs for 6 each for 12. We're going to purchase a SAM for 3. And then we're going to send military aid. Since we're able to do that now, we're at war with a major faction. We're going to send a light infantry to North Vietnam. So, all right, let's get into combats because we have 6 combats total. Let's go ahead and get to that. So let's start over here in Southeast Asia here. So we're going to take a diesel sub here in P-37. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3. And we're going to auto kill the oil tankers here. So I'll just flip these over to show that they are automatically destroyed there. Next move, we're going to take the backfire from South Vietnam. And the reason I didn't put it on the blow-up box because I wanted to put the units that I'm using in our attacks here on the main map just to show where I'm attacking with it. So from here with the backfire in South Vietnam, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. And we're going to fire 2 cruise missiles here from our dashboard. We got a total of 3. So we're going to shoot 2 cruise missiles doing a facility strike at the minor shipyard. So we've got that there. And then we're going to hit Philippines with, let's see, where's my notes here? So we're going to take an amphibious assault ship from our main invasion force here. So we're going to take the 2 Marines and the attack helicopter. We're going to move it to P-45. And we're going to drop the 2 Marines off, the attack helicopter into Philippines. So we went 1, 2. And then we're going to take an airborne from South Vietnam, go 1, 2 as well. We're also going to bring a fighter from, well, this is what we're going to do. So we're going to take the fighter from the heavy aircraft cruiser and also come to Philippines as well. So we've got there 2 Marines, airborne, fighter, and attack helicopter. And then we will hit Malaysia. So we're going to bring an airborne from Cambodia. We're going to bring an attack helicopter from South Vietnam, go 1, 2. We're going to bring a fighter from Cambodia. Okay. And then we're going to take this amphibious assault ship here, still in P-37, with the 2 Marines and the air cav. We're going to go 1, 2. We're going to drop the air cav off here in Malaysia. 2 Marines off of here in Singapore. We're also going to bring the attack bomber here into Singapore from the heavy aircraft cruiser. The attack bomber from South Vietnam, the attack helicopter from South Vietnam, and then we're also going to shoot our SRBM using chem in Singapore as well. Okay, and then we're going to take the heavy aircraft cruiser here in P-37 with the ASW helicopter. We're going to go 1, 2, and we're going to put this ASW helicopter on patrol there. Also, this is also another combat move too as well. The diesel sub here in P-37 is going to go 1, 2 and stay on silent running here in P-45. So that's what that is going to be done with. Okay. I think that's it. I don't think I have anything else. Oh, I'll also bring the cruiser here and go 1, 2, and I'll participate with the shore bombardment here in Singapore as well. So that will also be a part of that invasion. So, okay, let me just make sure. Oh, that's the wrong skull. That's a destroyer. So here we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and get rolling here. Let's see. Let me look at something just real quick. Cruiser. Okay. All right, perfect. All right, so let's go ahead and roll Philippines first. So we've got no first strike, but we've got 2 Marines. Is that mount terrain? Yep, it sure is. So the Marines will be attacking at a 3 because of... So they go down to a 2 because of mountain terrain. They get a +1 for... So they would be at 3 because of the amphibious assault, but they go down to 2 because of mountain. But they also go up to 3 because of with close air support. So it'll be 2 at 3, and then we have the airborne would be at 2. So we've got 2 Marines at 3, 1 airborne at 2, 1 attack helo at 6, and also a fighter at 6. So, and that's against 1 light infantry there. So let's see if we can get a hit. And we got all high numbers, so we got no hits there. Returning fire, light infantry. That's an 8. Well, let's keep rolling. So here we go. There we go. We got a hit with one of the Marines, so we're good. And we got both hits with the fighter and the attack helo. All right, light infantry in Philippines for defending. That is a 6, so that misses. All right, so we take Philippines. Like I said, I'll do it all afterwards. I'm not going to just change it while we're filming. We're just going to go to the next one here. So I'll do this exactly. I'll just designate that it is FECs now. So I'll just do that. Here we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and do Malaysia. Like I said, these are pretty straightforward. So, all right, so we've got no first strike. So we've got an attack helo at 6. We've got a fighter at 6. We've got an air cav at 5. An airborne at 3. And yeah. And the air cav will be at a 5 because of with close air support. So, all right, see if we can get a hit here, and see if we can knock out that light infantry. Okay, so it looks like the fighter and the attack helo missed. The airborne. Actually, that's also with close air support, so that would be a hit, and as well as the air cav. So I did get my adequate hits that I needed. All right, light infantry defending. That is a 5. That missed. All right. Number 2 goes down. And I'll calculate the IPPs afterwards. Okay. All right, Singapore. All right, let's go ahead and do that one. So I've got a bombardment with the cruiser, an SRBM. This would be first strike. I've got 2 Marines, attack bomber. Actually, 2 attack bombers and attack helo here. So, so here's my SRBM first strike with chem. So I get 2. It'd be 2 at 4 or less. But also we could probably roll the bombardment too as well. Let's see. Yeah, it should be 2 or less for the bombardment. So, all right. So I've got 2 at 4 and 1 at 2. So I'm just going to roll it all together. So it looks like I got a hit with the SRBM. Sorry if you guys can see that. Here, I'll do this instead. See if that's better. There we go. So I did get chem disruption. So the light infantry will be defending at a 3 with chem activated. So, all right. So the bombardment is done. We don't need that. So let's go ahead and roll our 2 attack bombers at 7s. That's 1 hit. Let's roll our 2 Marines. Is this terrain? Let me check. Nope, it sure isn't. Marines will be at a 3 or less, plus the air support, so there'll be 2 at 4. And then we'll have 1 attack helo at 6. And then that should do it. Hopefully we get 1 more hit. All right, here we go. So it looks like we got a hit with the Marine, so that would be our 2 hits. Now defending will be the 2 light infantry at 3. And they both missed. Wow, took no casualties. Nice. Okay. All right. So we take Singapore. Since Malaysia did surrender, or we took Malaysia, East Malaysia will surrender. And go FEC as well. Okay. Now, last combat move would be the 2 cruise missiles down here doing a facility strike. So War Doctor does have AMD. So let's go ahead and fire. Where's our 1d6 at? Doesn't matter if it gets shot down. I'm just going to roll it anyway. So, okay. Actually, we could do it this way. Hold on a second. We could actually just roll both at the same time, and if they both get shot down, then it's no damage. But so what we're going to do is, since I got 2 missiles going in, I'm going to roll the 2 AMD and the damage. Now, either way, I'm rolling at the same time to preserve time here. So let's just go ahead and roll it and see what happens. All right, so since it's a 1d2, War Doctor, you got a 9 and a 7, so AMD missed. So we did 1 to a 3 would be 1 damage, 4, 5, 6 would be 2 damage. So we did 3 damage on the minor shipyard. So there we go. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Now that I've now I will earn a battle star here too, but we'll get to that later. So now what we need to do is let's check, because Thailand will go U.S. Pacific Command, but it will be out of supply here in just a second. So once we move everything non-combat, but okay. With that being said, let's go ahead and move to non-combat, because I don't think I have any more combat moves except up here, where this diesel sub will also move down here to P39 and stay on silent running. So the only thing that changed here was there's a diesel sub there now in P39. So now that's it. All right, non-combat moves. Let's move the rest of the fleet from P37 to P45. So I'll clean this up afterwards, but let's go ahead and just move these here. Okay. Let's do non-combat with the aircraft. So the fighter that that hit Malaysia, I'm gonna move that. So that went 1, 2, 3, 4. It's gonna move to South Vietnam. So this is why I did that. So I didn't have to. I'm using the blow-up box for non-combat purposes. The attack bomber is gonna go back onto the heavy aircraft cruiser. The fighter is also going to go back on the heavy aircraft cruiser. The attack bomber that hit Singapore will go here in South Vietnam. What else? I don't think I have anything else that needs to be moved at the moment. The SAM from Cambodia will move to South Vietnam. So I will reflect that. So the SAM moved from Cambodia to South Vietnam. The SAM from South Vietnam will move to North Vietnam. Okay. This will go back here. That. All right. Other than that, I think we're squared away. Now the backfire here will come back because it went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It has plenty to get back. Okay. One of the air superiority fighters is going to air redeploy here to Cambodia. So I think we're okay down here. Now let's go up north. The 5 MBTs, the 2 artillery, the SAM and the mech in Novosibirsk is going to go 1, 2 here to Ulaanbaatar, as well as the mech from Zavkon. Mech from Cheetah will also move here to Ulaanbaatar. That's too much of a glare. The 4 next gens, the artillery and the SAM is going to go 1, 2 here to Ulaanbaatar as well. The SAM here in southern Kamchatka is going to sea lift, go 1, 2 into the major shipyard here. Okay. Oh, one thing I forgot. Thailand is out of supply. Okay. All right. Let me just double check the map here real quick for any non-combat moves or anything like that. Like I said, I'll clean this up afterwards. One other thing, the ASW helo here, this is assessed at the end of non-combat movement. Since there is no eligible landing spot for this, this will come off the board. It will automatically die. So it is eliminated. Okay. Alrighty. So, anything else? I don't think so. Alright, let's place our units. So we'll place the SAM, or the 2 next gens here in Vlad. Okay. We're going to place the SAM We're going to place the SAM here in Vlad as well. So we got 3 there now, 3 of them there now. And then our military aid will be to South Vietnam. So that will make 6 light infantry and a fighter. So there we go. Okay. I think that's it. So everything else seemed pretty good. Let's collect income since I've calculated the bonuses. So as far as the U.S. PAT goes, they go up to 25 for them going to DEFCON 2 and all the alignment conditions. Now for me, I took Singapore, Malaysia, Philippines. So I go up from 10 to 14. So I'll collect 14. And then we'll collect per the random event. Well, actually, let's go to computers first. I'll collect 1 IPP for computers. So that's 15. Then we'll collect 2 IPP for Singapore per our reference sheet. So that's 17. 2 IPP for the random event for Cambodia. That's 19. And then we get 1 IPP for any non-Cambodian or Vietnamese land zone. So for Malaysia, East Malaysia, we get 1 IPP each. Philippines and Singapore isn't, so we get a total of 4 because of the random event, because we have Singapore, Malaysia, East Malaysia, and Philippines. So I'll take that. Okay. All right. So that would be another 4. So we'd be, let me count this out here. 5, 8. That's another 5. 15, 20, 23 IPP for next turn. So I'll take that. Like I said, I'll audit that afterwards, but I believe I calculated that correctly. Like I said, I'll double check afterwards, but everything else should be okay. All right. Nothing else seems to be good. Now end of turn, the strategic bomber is now usable for next turn. And yeah, other than that, we'll pass it on to War Doctor for Pack's turn there. And yeah, good turn. Almost perfect actually. So I'll send it off to War Doctor. Thanks, guys.